Hi, I'm Leslie Khoo. Before I start writing the actual story, there's a lot of planning to do. Choosing the category or the genre is the first thing that I have to do for a story. It is important, so this is what I'm going to talk about in this video. Knowing what category lays the foundation of how my story will be created and developed. This also helps me in the development of the elements under the category. Now, let's take a look at some of the major elements. The lead character or lead characters. What do I want them to be like? What do I want them to do? And also the other characters, not the leading ones. How do I want them to be involved? How are they going to interact with each other? What is going to happen to them? Now the events. What the main event and other events are like. And the environment. What kind of environment do I need to create for the story? There are many other things that need to be considered. Having chosen the category, I will have the development directions for the characters, the events, the environment, and all the other things in the story. Choosing the category is like giving my story a good start so that it will move in the correct directions. No author will want his or her stories to change into a different category after halfway through. Like for example, a story about the romance of two high school kids. But later the story focus shifts to the girl's father, who is a killer, who murdered all her previous boyfriends and is now trying to kill the current one. No author will want that to happen. Well, of course I can go back to the point where the error starts and fix it, but it will take time and effort because I have to rewrite the story from that point onwards and may likely have to change the other characters, the events and other elements of the stories. That will take time and effort. So I make sure I decide what category and also make sure no change of category halfway through. What kind of category should I choose? The answer is the one that I like. Bear in mind that a category that I like may not give me a book that sells. A category which I like is a category that I'm familiar with. That means I know how well the signatures and the characteristics of this category. So it is clear to me what kind of characters should be included, what types of events should be put in place, and what kind of environments should be created. Then you ask, how do I know what categories are the ones that I like? I'll look at the stories that I have read. If a majority of the stories are under a particular category or certain categories, then those are the ones. Those are the categories that I like. Those are the ones that I should choose for my stories. I like sci-fi, supernatural, fantasy, and war. So almost all the books that I have read belong to these four categories, and that makes my own books belong to two of them. At this point, they are sci-fi and natural. So far, I have not written a story on war or fantasy, but I'm sure I'll try to write one sometime in the future. That's how I find out what the categories that I like. Choosing the right category or genre is just the beginning. There are still a lot of things to do after that. That's all I want to share about category and genre. Thank you for watching. See you all in my next video.